All right, Groggy, you gotta move. That's why I have been preaching that there will be no Mephisto for a minute. And if there is, it will be an end credit scene for 10 seconds like Thanos, I'll do it myself type deal. I've been saying this since motherfuckers. I love how all these giant channels have been preaching Mephisto, shoving it down everybody's throats. Mephisto, Mephisto, Mephisto. I'm going to try and find all of my videos of me saying there ain't no damn Mephisto coming and supercut them all together because I've been saying this for, a year now? It's nothing to do with Marvel or the comics. It has nothing to do with that, and I'll get into that in a minute. I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds, and today I'm Mephistoing it up because this is the only Mephisto you're gonna get. I know we're all super stoked about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. This ties in so much shit. It's awesome. I haven't been this excited. I love Spider-Man. Don't let Mom find out that I said this, but I haven't been this excited for a Spider-Man movie since I was a kid when the Tobey Maguire ones came out, which I just rewatched the first two. They're so fucking good. Like, I know the second one is perfect, but the first one is so goddamn good. I was like, oh my god, this is... I remember being a kid, short little anecdote. When did that come out? 2002? Like, right after 9/11 happened? And I remember that was the biggest deal. Like, hell yeah, Spider-Man swinging onto the American flag. My Uncle Mike took me to see it. It was a huge deal. It was a big deal. And this might hurt some people's little feelings. I think Tobey Maguire, even though he's too old or whatever, is the best Spider-Man. I'm sorry, but he is. Go back and rewatch that first movie of when he is all nerdy and nervous and shit like that. And it's like, I love Tom Holland. Tom Holland is an amazing Spider-Man, no pun intended with Andrew Garfield, but he lacks that nerdiness that I feel that Tobey Maguire had. And I forgot how many I just forgot how much was in those movies. And if you haven't watched them in a long time, I highly suggest rewatching them. ASAP. Get into it real quick. First and foremost, I think we're going to get the Sinister Six, which I don't think is a surprise to anybody. I just don't think... Why would you give us all of these characters? Why would you give us all of these villains and Mephisto? Why would you do that? You wouldn't. You wouldn't do that. We have Electro. We have Green Goblin. We have Doc Ock. If you watch my reaction video, which I will put the link in the description, you can see how excited I get about that. But I also think we have Sandman, Electro, and the Lizard. And Vulture. Yeah, so we'll have Doc Ock, Vulture, Green Goblin, Lizard, Sandman, and Electro. Did I say that? Am I mixing these up? Yeah, Electro, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Vulture, Lizard. Yeah, we're gonna get the Sinister Six. Now, I know that, why am I blanking on his name right now? I know that, Mysterio is in the Sinister Six, but let's all remember, we're in the multiverse now. So who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe we will get Mysterio again. I wouldn't put it past them. I just don't think that they would be like, yes, let's give them all of this, and then let's give them Mephisto also. I think that having someone holding a sign that says Devil in Disguise is a full-blown red herring that they want us to be looking at. I totally get that. Honestly, do you want to know what I think is more likely to happen? I think that's a shout-out to Daredevil. Because we're going to need a lawyer in this bitch. Let's get into Doctor Strange real quick, because I know everyone is saying all this stuff about, even Mom says it in her reaction. I said it, I'm like, why is Doctor Strange acting like this? Okay, well, let's remember Doctor Strange is known for being kind of arrogant, doing what he wants, and all that, and just being like, yeah, fuck it. He thinks he's above his place in his whole entire first movie. Yes, he has grown as a character, but let's remember that. And I think they want us thinking that's Mephisto. I know a lot of people think that's Mephisto. If it is, we aren't going to know until after the credits. I swear. We're not going to get Mephisto full-blown. I don't think that's going to happen. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think that they have Doctor Strange acting like Doctor Strange, and we're all just forgetting, like, no, he's kind of arrogant. He kind of thinks he's the bee's knees, and he is the bee's knees. He's the fucking Sorcerer Supreme. I'm just saying... This isn't out of his character to try and do a spell that he shouldn't be doing, like snatching up books he shouldn't be snatching up, and things like that. But this is what I have been saying since WandaVision. If I was a filmmaker, which I wish I was, I'm not, but if I was, and you signed me on to make this movie, and I wanted to use Mephisto, or I heard it was Nightmare that was going to be the bad guy in Doctor Strange 2, but now I'm hearing that it's going to be Mephisto, I don't know. We also have the Eternals to factor into that, which me and Mom are going to get into, but, yeah, if I was making a movie and then you said, oh, by the way, the big bad that you have in your movie, we're going to use him in all this other stuff. I'd be like, no, you're not. That's my reveal. I want to do that my way. Like, what do you mean you're taking my big villain and doing that? No, that's not happening. It's not to the extent everybody is saying it's happening. I don't believe that we are going to get this a bunch of Mephisto. Also, it ain't Mephisto. I don't think it's Mephisto. I just would not allow that as a filmmaker. If I was making, I would be like, no, fuck that then. If you're going to take away my big reveal and my big villain, then then either I'm going to change the villain or I'm going to be pissed. Like, and I'm not going to make as good of a product because you took away my big thing. Because villains are always the funnest to do. Let's give a shout out real quick to Stewie from Succession in the trailer. He's the guy who's The cop who's like, "Your drones. Stewie, I see you." Everybody go watch Succession. It's the best show on TV. Also, if we are tampering with multiverse stuff, I know that Doctor Strange looks different in different scenes. Like in the train sequence, he looks different, and then he looks different in another shot. And it's all types of whatever. And that's why everyone's going, oh, it's Mephisto, it's Mephisto, it's Mephisto. If we are using the multiverse now, where are my Dark Tower people at? I know I keep bringing up the Dark Tower. I'm sorry, comic book purists, and I'm sorry to whoever else, but nothing touches the Dark Tower when it comes to the multiverse theory. Nothing touches it. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts. Stephen King's Dark Tower series. It's one of my favorite series. Some people despise it. I love it. I think, just like in the Dark Tower, there are certain characters in the Dark Tower, instead of the multiverse, it's beams. So they're all on different beams. But in some of them, there's doppelgangers that look identical. So why can't we have another Doctor Strange that looks the same, but isn't our Doctor Strange? I also think that that's what's happening with J. Jonah Jameson. One, nobody else can play that character. I mean, nobody can touch it. J.K. Simmons is amazing as him. Like I said, I just rewatched the first two with Tobey Maguire. Not only is he great, he's genuinely funny as shit. Like, those movies are genuinely funny and have great little nods in them. And they have way more than I remember. It hasn't been that long since I watched them, but it's been a long time since I actually sat down and paid hardcore attention. And J.K. Simmons, I don't think could ever be replaced as J. Jonah Jameson. But I also think we have a situation going on there where we are in two different. We have two of them in the multiverse that are almost identical. I know that multiverse shit can get crazy and nuts and wild, and sometimes it can be hard to follow. But I really, like I said, I don't think I've ever been this excited for a Spider-Man movie. I'm pumped for it. I think it's going to tie, I mean, of course it's going to tie everything together, but I think it's going to do a very good job of adding on to Loki with the multiverse stuff and having characters that are the same but different. And we already know that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in this movie as Spider-Man, so we're going to get more than one, and I think that we've already seen more than one in the trailer, and they want us to think it's Tom Holland. Because if you do look close, you can see that their suits are different. And why would Alfred Molina, Doc Ock, or Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin know Tom Holland? No, they would know Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. You like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man? I liked The Amazing Spider-Man just fine, but I mean, let's be real, they only made those movies so Sony could hold on to the rights. But that is where we're going to get a couple of those villains from too, like Jamie Foxx playing Electro. Get into real crazy stuff too, I mean, besides the Dark Tower. And like I said, go read the Dark Tower. Actually, let's talk about something very funny, real quick. Let me go grab my Dark Tower series, and guess who redid it with Stephen King? And it's one of the greatest gifts I ever gotten. Thank you to my ex, who is normal, the nice normal one. It is the greatest gift I ever got. You guys ready? Let's talk about this. Let's see who did this. This is, well, these are the companions, but just so I can, this is the Dark Tower redone by no other than, sorry for hitting the microphone. Is that too bright? Marvel. Marvel redid the Dark Tower with Stephen King. And they're awesome, and I highly recommend them if you are into the Dark Tower series. They're beautiful, they're awesome, but Marvel redid them with Stephen King. So yeah, it's literally, it's all it is multiverse shit. A turtle of enormous girth, on his back he holds the earth. His thought is slow, but always kind, he holds us all within his mind. Sitting on a turtle, me and Mom keep saying it. But back to Spider-Man and all that. I'm just saying that is a big thing in the Dark Tower is, oh my God, it's this person I know, and then they're like, I'm not that person, I'm this person, and you're like, oh shit, okay, never mind, we're on a different beam. So it's a different version of the same person. And I think that's what they're doing here with Doctor Strange and with J. Jonah Jameson. The news, if you're not picking up who that is, that's the news reporter at the Daily Bugle who's like, fuck Spider-Man, he's a fucking jackass. So I think they're on some Dark Tower shit with that. Into what I think is super fun too, and this is just besides me thinking that Daredevil is really the sneaky thing they're going to get in by saying the devil's in disguise or devil in disguise or whatever. And in WandaVision we got, oh, the devil is in the details. That's not the only place he is. Do I think Mephisto is coming? Probably yes. Do I think he's going to be a main villain in Spider-Man No Way Home? No, I don't. Do I think we're going to see him? No, I don't. And if we do, whatever, I'll own it, but I think that he'll be in it for 10 seconds after the credits, if he shows up at all. But, because like I said, if he's going to show up in Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange, second film, I would be pissed as a director and a filmmaker. I'd be like, are you kidding me? You don't get to show my big bad before I get to show my big bad. That's not going to happen. But one thing that I definitely want to talk about, because we didn't talk about it with Loki, and Mom and I have, but I didn't talk about it with you guys yet, is remember in WandaVision when Agatha Harkness tells Wanda that she's a Nexus being and all this stuff? What is Loki all about? Oh, Nexus level events. I wonder if that's all gonna come together. Okay. Well, I think that when we get to the end of WandaVision and she's casting all her spells in the cabin, I think that is the exact same time when she hears her kids calling out when Doctor Strange casts this spell for Peter Parker. That's what I think. I think these Nexus events are gonna kick that shit off real quick. I'm sorry I keep scraping that with my horn. So, if you are confused on who Mephisto is, he's just the devil. He's just the devil, and Marvel's not allowed to say that because they're supposed to be family friendly, so he's just the devil. So making deals with the devil isn't good, and making deals with Mephisto isn't good, and I'm assuming that Wanda's gonna have to make deals with him for her kids, and Doctor Strange and all this shit. It's gonna be crazy and wild. Like I said, do I think we're gonna see him? Yeah. Do I think he's the bad guy in No Way Home? No, I don't. I think that we're gonna get the Sinister Six, and we're gonna focus on that, which I am super excited about because Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina, who are Doc Ock and Green Goblin, are absolutely amazing as those characters. Like I said, go rewatch it. Go rewatch it. Like, Willem Dafoe pulling that whole Gollum shit and talking to himself is genuinely creepy. And Alfred Molina needs no hyping up. If you are not hyped for Doc Ock, leave. It's somebody, I know a lot of people were saying how they thought Tobey Maguire was going to show up. I think it was my buddy Clay posted something. He was like, if this is, they made the meme of him dancing out of the store, and they were like, if Tobey Maguire doesn't appear like this, I don't want it any other way, blah, 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 which one? That would be really funny. But I think we're going to hear Pizza Time. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to hear Pizza Time, and all of a sudden we're all going to shit a brick because it's Tobey Maguire. Movies were the biggest deal. Like, I was born in 1992, so I would have been turning 10 when the first one came out. So it was a big deal. It was a huge deal. I do think all of this devil stuff in this trailer is really a red herring, and Daredevil is going to be the one we see, because I know, one, I loved the Daredevil series on Netflix, but Kevin Feige told all of those actors in those series, don't do anything stupid. Essentially, he said, like, sit tight. I swear to God, if I knock my Loki shit over one more time, he told them all to sit tight. Like, we're probably going to use you, so don't go signing any contracts and doing anything crazy. And I really do. I think it's going to be Daredevil. That's going to be the devil in disguise. No, I swear to God, I haven't been this excited for a Spider-Man movie since Tobey Maguire. I have nothing against the other ones. I thought they were fun. I thought they were fine. I thought they were a good time. But this I'm actually pumped about. And like I said, it's going to connect so much. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited about it. I want to know what all of you think. I want to know, do you think Mephisto's coming? Do you think Mephisto... Why do I keep punching my microphone? Did I move it somewhere else? Do you think Mephisto's coming? Do you not think Mephisto's coming? Do you think they're full of shit? Do you think... What pisses me off is, like, all of these huge channels were cramming Mephisto down all of our fucking throats ever since WandaVision. And then me, tiny little me, I'm like, no, that's thematically and cinematically, it does not make sense for them to have Mephisto show up. It doesn't. Like, even if he's in the comic or whatever, and I know which storyline they're going off of, same thing with we didn't get Magneto in WandaVision, so it is what it is. I'm just saying, I think that Mephisto's not coming, but I want to know what you think. I want to know everybody's theories. I want to know if you think that... I want to know what you think about the multiverse. I want to know what you think about what's Wanda doing while this is going on over here. I want to know if you think that Doctor Strange is still Doctor Strange. I want to know what everybody has to say about this. So let me know down in the comments. And remember, I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. And to like, share, and subscribe. We passed 200, which is... It's such a big deal to me. Thank you, guys. Like, no, it humbles me. I'm extremely grateful for it. Like, I love doing this. I love just bullshitting and talking about fun stuff, and we all should be able to talk about it. You shouldn't have to know every little thing about something to enjoy it. So it's okay to enjoy things without reading every little thing or seeing every little thing. It's okay. We can all still like it and make theories and do whatever we want with it. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'm Abby, and remember, stay safe out there, and have a good one. Yeah, do you guys want to hear something really funny really quick, though? Our patio is getting redone, and I'm in the loft above the garage, and so there's a stairway out the door, and okay, how you get into the yard is right there by my stairs. So I was sitting out there writing my notes, hitting my pen, and I was like, oh my God, and I was like, I think they're coming, and I'm all done up like this, and the dad was so excited. He was like, oh my God, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I promise I'm not a weirdo, and the kid didn't give a shit, and he's like, no, you look awesome. Can I take a picture of you? And I was like, yeah, you can take a picture of me. I thought you were gonna think I was a crazy person, and then he's like, yelling at his son, he's like, look at her, he's like, I know, Dad, and I'm just like, oh my God, this kid thinks I'm a dweeb.